Welcome to module 4 of this presentation. It is important to share the work you do with others in your group, organization, and some work we also want to share with the outside world. ArcGIS Online allows you to do that by converting our web maps into web apps or embedding your maps in a story map or a dashboard. Welcome to module 4 of this workshop. It is important to share the work you do with others in your group, organization, and some work we also share with the outside world. ArcGIS Online allows us to do that by converting our web maps into web apps or embedding our web maps in a story map or a dashboard. The web maps and content you create could be shared within your group, organization, or if you want to make it public, it can be set to open to all. As I mentioned earlier, web maps can be embedded into your apps, such as dashboards and story maps. You can also create an app to share your work and also configure the app to meet your needs. Once you have completed the web map with the desired data layers, you got the symbology right, you should save the map. Once complete, you are ready to share your map. Just to the right of the save is the share button. Click on here to open the share dialog. You will go through a series of dialog boxes where you make certain choices, select the template to create the web app, and the look and feel you want. You will also be able to add and configure widgets based on how you want others to interact with your map. The one you see on the right is the selection of the templates. Your web app configuration dialog box would look something like this. It is an interactive process where on the left panel, you select the template, configure the widgets. Whatever you do, then that will reflect on the map. You can save and preview the app, and also during preview, you can see what your web app would look like on different screens, such as small mobile screens or a tablet or a laptop, or even a large desktop monitor. Users might be accessing your web map from any of the other screens. You can use this. You can also see how it would look like in a landscape or a portrait mode. Okay, so now we will switch to a demo of this. So now that I have created a map and saved it, I'm going to share it. I want to share it within the members of my organization. So what I do is I click on share, which is right in the middle here next to the save button. And it brings up a dialog box where I can select with whom I want to share. I want to share with members of the organization, and I only want to share it with training group. This is a URL of the map that you can share or embed in other websites, wherever you want to do that. But that right now is grayed out because this map is not publicly shared. To be able to embed it into a website, you have to publicly share it. So for now, I'm going to create a web app, which I'm going to share with my organization members. So I create a web app here, and it brings me options of configuring apps, web app builder, and dashboards. So I'm going to pick the middle one, which is the web app builder. And I'm going to leave the names here as it is, and I'm going to click get start. This opens up the ArcGIS web app builder, and it has a map window on the right side and configurable elements of the map on the left side. So by default, it opens up with the same layers that I had over there. And the map, you cannot edit the map here. To edit the map, you have to go back to the map window, which is only configuring the map. So it already comes with this. I'm using this foldable theme template. You can switch to any template you want to. So it comes with a zoom in and zoom out. It also comes with the home option, which takes you back to the default location. It comes with a search window where you can search for a place. And it also comes with in the upper right corner, it comes with a layer, the layers that are there in this, and I can turn them on and off. I can even adjust the transparency of these maps if I want to. And it also comes with a legend. So this is the legend that it's showing for the layer that is turned on. This is the number of cases. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some widgets to it, configure it a little bit, and then I'm going to go ahead and share it. So let's do the map first. So I like this map extend window. So I'm going to use the map's default extent, which is this one. And I'm going to go to the attributes that are there. So it says ph test map. I'm going to change it to world cases. And I'm instead of built with the web app builder, I'm going to call created by GIS Center. I'm going to leave this as it is, and then I'm going to configure the widgets. So what the widget thing is very interactive, and what it does is you can add those you can add 5 widgets over here, and they are directly linked to this one. So if I hold my cursor here, you can see the number 1 widget as red, and the second one, and third one, fourth one, fifth one. Or I can add widgets on this control bar on top also. What I'm going to do is first let me add some widgets at the control bar. I want people to be able to change the base map. So I'm going to add a base map widget. So here, these are the 2 already existing here. If I want, I can delete them, but I like to keep them there. I click on this widget and it opens up a widget gallery. So in widget gallery, this is the base map gallery, and I like the way it is. So I'm going to put it right there, and I can select which base maps I want to use here. I want to leave them all on. So I click OK, and that's where it puts the base map. And also you can see it put one base map icon on the upper right corner. Now I go back to my widgets, and I also want people to be able to measure distances. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a widget here in the number 1 here, and I want to add a measure distance. So I'm going to put a measurement icon here. So I click on that, and it gives me a default unit options. I install that square kilometers. I'm going to put distance as kilometers, and I can have people measure this. And I click OK, and now I have a measure tool here. I also would like to add bookmark. So if somebody wants to share their save a certain area for themselves, I can add a bookmark. That's very convenient. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the widget bar here and add a bookmark option here, and that's this one. And I click OK, and it asks me for a card and allow bookmark. So it has certain defaults, but I just keep the defaults and I click OK. And now it has added a bookmark. I don't like the location of the bookmark, so I'm going to drag this bookmark and put it right here. I'm going to put the bookmark. I have a layer list. I need to add the legend, which I deleted by mistake. So I'm going to add that back there. And that's the legend. I want to put it up here. Okay. And I want to put this one here. So I still haven't added the bookmark. So I will add the bookmark here. Okay. And I okay. I want the bookmark to be the first one with the here. Here I put the bookmark. So now looks like I'm done. I'm happy with this. I have a 4 icons over here and 1 icon over here. I save this widget, save this web app, and I want to preview what it looks like. So for preview, you have some nice options here where you can look at how the preview would look on a phone uh, or a tablet or a Google Nexus phone or a large screen. You can change the resolution here and you can adjust that, and it'll give you an idea what it looks like. So when I look at it on a phone, it looks like this. And if I turn it into landscape, it would look like this. And you can see it also has these options here. If the icons don't fit into the whole thing, then it actually adds one here, like a gallery, and then you can close it. On small phones, there's a size limitation. So this is how it adjusts things. So I'm happy with this, and I've again saved it, and then I'm going to go back to my content. So in the contents, now I see a web application, web mapping application. So I click on that and open up the overview page for this web application. I want to view it. So now I have my web app ready and I'm going to explore how it looks like from the user experience. So I have those four icons on the upper right corner, the four widgets that I added. One widget on measurement. So I'm going to zoom into some area. Let's say I zoom into the Southeast Asia region, and I want to bookmark it. This is my local bookmark. If you want to do anything to the map or the app, and I'm going to call it Southeast Asia, and then I'm going to switch to maybe Middle East. I'm going to call this area, call this area ad called, I save these, and I can go back to home. I can look at, change the base map. If this looks too busy, I can change it to some nice color pencil map. So this is how users will interact with it. If you want to measure some distance in some place, let's say if you want to measure some distance, and they can always click on this, and it gives them certain distance. Or if they want to look at distances, also certain wherever they want to measure. So these are the tools that you can add depending on what your field needs are, whatever people need in the field, and whatever flexibility they need. So this is how you share your maps and apps. Thank you.